At Kroger, I picked up some sensory stickers. They're supposedly feel kind of like Velcro. I've never seen a sticker like that before. I've seen puffy stickers and fuzzy stickers, but I've not seen these. They were marked down to $2.39, and my grandson currently loves stickers. So I thought these would be neat for his little hands. They're pretty big, and then I thought he would enjoy the texture. So I picked those up for a fun little arts and crafts project. And then moving on to food, I picked up a loaf of sourdough bread for $2.32. And then I picked up 2 original naans, and these were $1.43 a piece. Honey mustard dots pretzels, $2.61. This is one of my favorite snacks, and this is another snack that I really enjoy. I prefer the not extra dark, but my husband's favorite is the extra dark. But I really like these splits. I want to say they're like $7 a bag if you get them at Fresh Market or Whole Foods or even Thrive Market. They're pretty pricey. So when I saw these for $1.99, these quickly went in my cart. My son likes to just have stuff like this with him or in his vehicle. So I picked up 2 boxes, Nature Valley peanut butter, $1.98. And then the Kroger sweet and salty almond, and these were $1.17. And then I found funfetti for 19 cents. Even having the heart sprinkles for 19 cents was worth it. So I picked those up for 19 cents a piece. This is a Southwest hummus. Now this is half the size of what the normal containers that I get are. So I'm not sure that this was a great buy, but I picked it up because I wanted to try these flavor combinations. So I picked that up, $1.22. And then I hit the jackpot. I saw these, I couldn't even believe my eyes. These are half-gallon storage mason jars. They say that they're stackable. Now, I personally don't think, wow, they do stack really well. So maybe if they go on the floor of the pantry, I can stack them 2 by 2. But I picked these up because they were regular $17.99, and they were marked down to $4.50. So yeah, that stacks pretty nicely. So whether I stack them like that and put them in the back or however I do it, I just couldn't pass these up. So they're like canisters, but they're ball glass jars, $4.50 a piece. So at Kroger, I spent a total of $35, $14 on groceries, and approximately $21 on non-food between the jars and the stickers. And then I went to Costco, and at Costco I picked up Kirkland Signature Dayquil NyQuil, and this was $9.99 versus the NyQuil version, which would have been $20. And then I found these on clearance. I've had these before. I really like them. They were marked down to $3.50 for 2 jars of marinated mushrooms. So I spent basically $15 at Costco. So altogether this week I spent $17.50 on food and approximately $31 on non-food for a grand total of $48.50. This week I picked up shredded broccoli slaw for $1.85, a 1-pound pack of 50/50 blend spinach and spring mix for $2.77, 3 10-ounce bags of angel hair coleslaw for $1.03 a piece. I found that if I freeze dry it, it reconstitutes well for salads and also for fish tacos. We really like thin sliced coleslaw on fish tacos. So these 3 bags are going to go in the freeze dryer. I picked up 4 bags of Simple Truth non-GMO, free from all the bad stuff, semi-sweet chocolate chips. These were on clearance for $2.49 a bag, and I picked up 4 bags. And then I picked up 4 pounds of whole milk ricotta. I really like this brand. It's regular almost $8 per pound, which I do not pay, but I like to pick it up when it goes on clearance. I usually just put it in the freezer. However, this time I went ahead and picked up 4 because we're going to try to freeze dry it. I have had so much success with the other dairy products, I decided to try that. A 6-pack of organic apple juice. It was half price, $2.49. And then I picked up this 6-pound Kentucky Legend ham for $16.36. It was regular $25.59, so almost $10 off. That comes out to a little over $2.70 a pound. I thought that was a really good buy. And this has a sell-by date of 4/12/2025. We're still in that window, and it's going to be sliced up and put in the freezer before that date, so all is good. And our total this week was $54.36, and that includes tax. Here is my little short and sweet Kroger haul, 33 cents a piece, and I bought 6 of them. This was a great find. Here's my little $2.50 after tax. They're nickel plated. Hopefully they last a long time and they work because we don't have any and we need them for tonight because we are having lobster for dinner. Okay, so here is some lobster bisque from Trader Joe's with fresh cream added to it, and then a little bit of lobster that we brought home from our trip in the fall. A few lobster cakes, a couple of deep fried whole belly clams, and then we have 2 whole lobsters and we cooked them in the microwave in the shell with butter and garlic, and that's why we need the crackers. They're a pound a piece. We cooked them for 6 minutes and now they're resting for about 3 to 5 minutes. Here it is plated up. This is my husband and my son's. They each have the smaller bowls, and then I have the bigger bowl, the lobster bisque, and a lobster cake. These lobster cakes came from Kroger. Got them on clearance for $3.74. And we did get the fresh lobster meat on our trip to New England. And the lobster bisque comes from Trader Joe's. And the whole belly clams also comes from New England. They come from Maine. We have already blessed the food. I want to taste this crab cake. I keep calling it crab cake. I want to taste this lobster cake. It's okay. I'm happy I only paid $3.74 for them. I know this is delicious. I've already had this many times. I did add Cajun seasoning, fresh cream, a little bit of white wine, and fresh green onions from the garden. Yummy lobster. And that is so fantastic. We're about to see how well these nutcrackers work. Worked pretty well. All right, that is a win. 33-cent win. All right, and these eggs, these are not store-bought eggs. We just have these containers, but these are fresh eggs. Okay, let's go eat.
Okay.